everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Let's start with new video. Today we are going to talk about reading unseen passage or reading unseen comprehensions. What is unseen passage or comprehension and why we call it unseen and how to solve it? Before talking about all this, subscribe my channel by rating to him to like, share and comment. Dear student, let me tell you that why unseen. Okay, this is not the part of our syllabus. Still, it is an integral part of academic and in our competitive examination. That is why we call it unseen passage or comprehension. Now let me tell you that what is comprehension. The word comprehension comes from the Latin word comprehensionam, which means seizing in Latin. But let me make it a little more Indianized. It means comprehension, means comprehend, and comprehend means understanding. So इस टॉपिक की अंडरस्टैंडिंग का मतलब ही comprehension है, right? If you understand the central idea, the gist of this passage, so yes, it's comprehension. Now let me tell you that how to solve this. Dear student, first of all you have to read this passage with understanding. Not only with the understanding, but also you have to increase the speed of your reading. Why so? Because it has more than 600 and 700 words. And to putting these so many words and integrate all these words in order is not easy job for everyone, especially for those whose vocabulary is not good. Right? So pay full attention and concentrate on the topic theme given in the passage. Read this passage at least once with understanding. If you are not able to get the central idea of this passage, go one more time. And when you are reading this passage, underline all the important points, thought, idea, heading in sentence as well. Because these underlined points and sentence will help you to give answers properly in later stage. If you face any difficult word while reading the passage, relate that difficult word with the previous one. Right? Previous one here means the previous line of that difficult word and the line coming just after that difficult word. Now, dear student, after understanding the central idea of the passage of this comprehensions, go straight to the question. And after reading the question, come back to these underlined points, idea, thought and sentence and give the answer. But at that time, keep your language simple. Right? Right? To the point, brief, relevant, clear words and language in the answers. Avoid using irrelevant, illogical, irrational and unreasonable words or idioms in the answer because it can kill the beauty of your answers. One very important thing, when you are giving the answers, don't use your own knowledge. Right? Own knowledge here means do not give those words in the answer which is not associated and related with the theme and material given in the passage. Although you can replace the word, you can use the synonym, the similar word for any words in your answers. Let's see the passage. How often one hears children wishing they were grown-ups and the old people wishing they were young again. Each age has its pleasure and its pains, and the happiest person is the one who enjoys what each age gives him without wasting his time in useless regrets. Childhood is a time when there are few responsibilities to make life difficult. If a child has good parents, he is fed, looked after and loved, whatever he may do. It is improbable, right, that he will ever again in his life be given so much without having to do anything in return. In addition, life is always presenting new things to the child, things that have lost their interest for the old people because they are too well known. A child finds pleasure in playing in the rain or in the snow. His first visit to the seaside is a marvelous adventure, but a child has his pains at that time. He is not so free to do as he wishes, as he thinks old people are. He is continually being told not to do things or being punished for what he has done wrong. His life is therefore not perfectly happy. When the young man starts to earn his own living, He becomes free from the discipline of school and parents, but at the same time, he is forced to accept responsibilities. He can no longer expect others to pay for his food, his clothes, and his room, but has to work if he wants to live comfortably. If he spends most of his time playing about in the way that he used to as a child, he will go hungry. And if he breaks the laws of society as he used to break, he must go to prison. If, however, he works hard, keeps out of trouble, and has good health, he can have the great happiness of seeing himself make steady, constant progress in his job and of building up for himself his own position in society. Old age has been thought of as the worst age to be in, but it is not necessary for the old to be unhappy. With old age should come wisdom and the ability to help others with useful advice. The old can have the joy of seeing children making progress in life. They can watch their grandchildren growing up around them. And perhaps best of all, they can, if their life has been a useful one, feel the happiness of having come through the battle of life safely and of having reached a time when they can lie back and rest, leaving others to continue the fight. This was your passage. Now there are some difficult words which we must know, like pleasure. Pleasure means here enjoyment. Improbable. Improbable means not likely to be true or to happen. Steady. That is the constant. Progress. Progress means development. These were some very important difficult words. Alright. There are some more. See yourself. Now dear student, on the base of your understanding of this passage, we will answer the following questions with the help of given options. Our first question is that according to the author, happiest person is the one. Right? Answer to this question we can find in the very first paragraph. Although there are 4 options like regrets and complaints, waste his time, gets jealous of other people's happiness, enjoy what each age gives him. Yes, D is the right answer. Next one, child life is not perfectly happy because he has a few responsibilities. He is loved by his parents. He is not as free to do things as he wishes. He is fed and looked after by his parents. Yes, the question was child life is not perfectly happy because why? Because he is not as free to do things as he wishes. If a young man spends his time playing about like a child, what will happen with him? Right? Other will pay for his necessities. He will live his life comfortably. He will own a position in society. He will go hungry. D is the right answer. The advantage of being old is, yes, this is really very interesting question. The old people have the joy of seeing their children progress. The old people have the pleasure to watch their grandchildren grow up around them. The happiness of coming through the struggles of life successfully. All of the above. Yes, D is the right answer of this question. Now there are some more questions like what are good things in life for a child? A child has few responsibilities. He is fed, looked after and loved by his parents. Life always presents new things to the child which have lost their interest for older people. What responsibility does a young man have that a child does not have? This is very interesting here. A young man is free from the discipline of school and parents. He earns his own living. He is not dependent upon others for his food, clothes, a room of his own. A child does not have these freedoms. Question number 3 is what should come with the old age? Yes, dear student, wisdom and the ability to help others with advice should come with the old age. Now find in this passage words which mean the same as given here. Tough. Tough means difficult, right? The word difficult is synonym or similar word to the tough, which we can find in the para number 2. Development means progress. The word progress you can find in the para number 3. Insight means wisdom, right? The word wisdom you can find in the para number 4. Dear student, in this passage we came to know about different stages of our life. Every stage in our life has its own importance, which everyone must know and understand, right? There was some important question taken from the passage. These were multiple choice, descriptive, and 3 very important words, right? जिसके हमें इसी पैसेज से सेम वर्ड ढूंढने होते हैं. Yes, dear student, I hope you understood all about that, how to read this passage, how to understand the central idea, and how to keep the answer and how to keep our language while answering these questions. That's it, dear student. See you soon in the next video. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy.